Hey y'all, Bill Quirk with Shoot GTR. A couple of months ago, I did a video and talked about a new program we were going to start called Armed and Faithful. And the idea behind this program is to help folks that are on church safety teams, church security teams, enhance their skill, answer some of the questions that maybe they don't even know to ask yet. Especially with what's going on today throughout the country, throughout the world. Folks are concerned about what may happen at their place of worship. They're taking their security very seriously. And of course, it's difficult because as a place of worship, as a church, you have to thread that needle and find that balance between being open and inviting, but also taking care of your parishioners, protecting your flock, so to speak. So we wanted to put these sessions together to help you do that. And we've gotten overwhelming interest. I ran the first session last month. The second session is tonight. This is the Thursday, the 22nd of January. And our second session is tonight, and it's sold out at this point. The format is going to be, it's going to run from 5 p.m. until 7:30. And right now that's pushing us into hours of darkness, but I've got lights on my base, so that's okay. But going forward into the daylight savings, of course, we'll be out there in the daylight, so that won't be a big deal. But it's going to be a mix of range sessions and classroom stuff, talking about different topics. The range session, so I want to frame this. When I teach church security, church safety, I give you a well-rounded approach to the potential problems. Most programs are heavy on the active shooter threat, which is the greatest threat, the most significant threat, the most dangerous threat. It's also the least likely of your threats. They're not all that common, fortunately, at least not at this point. Much more likely is going to be an unknown contact, probably benign, that comes into the parking lot, into the church itself, into the sanctuary. And you got to figure out who this person is. But there's a better than average chance, way better than average chance, that it's not a problem. It's someone that maybe is interested in the church or needs help or something along those lines. So we got to figure out how to meter our approach, our response to this wide spectrum of possibility. Another thing you may encounter are going to be domestics between parishioners and members of the church. And we see that a lot. People get into arguments and we have to learn how to diffuse those and de-escalate those situations. We do want to prepare for, and we're going to discuss quite a bit, the whole active shooter threat, because that is, while it's the least likely, it is the most significant. It's high consequence. So we want to be prepared there. And that's what the range sessions are going to look to do. To start out, I need to make sure that everyone's got a good solid foundation, that their fundamentals are really, really good, because that's the basis for everything else. And you're taking on a big responsibility here. You need to make sure you know what you're doing to a reasonable degree of skill. Understand that having a gun doesn't make you a gunfighter any more than having a guitar means you're a musician. It's what you can do with the tool that's important, and that's what these sessions are going to be designed to find out and enhance and build those skills. Ultimately, as we go forward, I'd like to get into doing some scenario type stuff and some more complex problems, maybe with partners and whatnot, because you're in a team environment. But we got to get there. We got to crawl before we can walk, walk before we can run. And even the more complex stuff is still based on your foundation, on your fundamentals, because fundamentals are everything. All right? So the other sessions we're going to do, the classroom-based sessions, they'll be different topics. And what we've got planned right now, like I said, tonight's going to be range. For February, which will be on a Tuesday, it's on our shop calendar, on the GTR website calendar. It'll be on a Tuesday. That's going to be in the classroom, and that'll be a legal session with our resident legal expert, Stephen Harris. And he's going to come in and talk about liability considerations, the law, what you can do, what you can't do, and things of that nature. And again, answer some questions that quite possibly you didn't even know you needed to ask. When we get to March, that'll be on a Thursday evening. Again, it's on the calendar. That'll be another range session working on those fundamentals. And then April, the plan is to do a Stop the Bleed with our resident medical expert, Dr. Balbis. So that'll be in the classroom. That'll be on a Tuesday night, again, on the calendar. And that entire session is going to be focused on Stop the Bleed and getting you prepared in the event that there is something that happens. And again, not necessarily a gunfight or an active shooter, but if someone falls and cuts themselves or something like that, this will give you the tools to stabilize that person, stop the bleeding, things of that nature. So it's a very good set of skills to have in your toolbox. It's not just about the gun. There are other considerations for a safety team or a security team to consider. So a lot of different things, and then as we go forward throughout the rest of the year, we'll have other topics and whatnot, and we'll be putting information out on what those sessions are planned to be as we go, because I haven't scheduled all of them yet. I may amend that. The dates are all on the calendar, so the dates are fixed. I haven't figured out all the topics yet, so we're doing that kind of on a rolling basis as a couple months out, and I'll put that out either in the newsletter or on social media, like with this video or something along those lines, just to give you the information. So, as always, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Reach out to me directly. Reach out to somebody in the shop. And if they don't know the answer, they'll reach out to me and then I'll contact you. Give us a like, give us a share. And as always, you all stay safe.